Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Umbrage channel. Today we're going to be talking about the disappearance of famous YouTube star Roman Atwood. Now, this is a really funny one because I used to watch him for years and years, so this hits quite close to home. But as a quick explanation of his channel for those who are unaware of him, Roman Atwood is a former prankster. He has 15 million subscribers and he's the owner of the business Smile More. So the very last video that he uploaded was on New Year's Day, and he even said in the video he was going to upload the next day.
There will be another vlog tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of our family.
And since then, Twitter has been completely filled with the questions of where is he and how is his health. There are quite a few different possible reasons of why he disappeared, and we're gonna go over all of them in this video. Some of them do seem a lot more likely than others, but I felt it would be good to cover all of them just so you can have a good idea of everything that's going on. However, if you are new to the Umbrage channel, a subscription would be greatly appreciated because I'll be making similar content to this in the future. So the first problem that people think could be the case is that him and his wife have had a divorce. Now I must say, even though this could be a reason, I do see it as quite unlikely. I would be very surprised if Roman and Brittany did have a divorce because they seem pretty well together. I mean, I watched their vlogs for quite a few years and I think they're a pretty good couple. So to be honest, the reason of divorce was kind of just something I wanted to get out of the way at the beginning because it doesn't seem like something that's going to be that likely. Roman and Brittany Atwood are definitely very close and they have 3 kids, so I don't see a divorce as being too likely. However, moving on to the next possible reason, this is one which could be much more likely. Roman Atwood's mother died in May of 2019. He made a post on Twitter about it on May the 30th at 6:46 p.m. He said, "As most of you know, my family and I are on vacation together. Yesterday my mum was riding around with my nephew on some little scooters. She fell off hers and hit her head. She immediately lost all vitals, no heart rate, and her breathing stopped. She was rushed to hospital where we spent the next 8 hours. And as you probably know, although she was rushed to the hospital, 8 hours later, Chrisman had died." Now, although this was definitely a while ago, at the end of the tweet, he concluded the message by asking for time and space while he processes his mother's death. He writes, "I've never been more in shock in my life. I'm numb and in complete disbelief. My heart is heavy. We are all broken over here." Now, this problem certainly isn't something which is as recent as you might expect if he was taking a break at this point. However, I do definitely see this as a possible reason that he could be disappearing for a while. I'm obviously not going to pass judgment, but I do definitely see that as a possibility. Dealing with something like that is probably very, very hard, and it might feel unnatural to be vlogging at the moment. Now, moving on to a much lighter note, the third reason could be a possible lawsuit. Yeah, I know, it's not really lighter, but this could be a pretty major reason. So Roman Atwood has gone through numerous lawsuits over his brand Smile More. If you're unaware of Smile More, which I'm sure you're not, it literally says at the start of every single one of his videos. It's basically his company, so his merch, and you could even say it's more than that. He has a whole warehouse for it. It's basically his own business. And as far as I'm aware, it's pretty popular. However, he was in a lawsuit for so many years, and I think they finally got through it. But just a few months after Roman Atwood's mum died, he revealed that Smile More was once again embroiled in a lawsuit. It obviously wasn't the first time that his brand had been targeted, so it must be getting pretty annoying for him. Now, although Roman Atwood didn't get into too much detail about the lawsuit, he said that it was over the phrase Smile More. He didn't really specify who was filing the lawsuit. I don't think he wanted to, but as far as I know, it was over the brand name Smile More. At this time, Roman Atwood stated, "I kind of regret not telling you guys when we were in the last lawsuit." He adds, "It was a lot of stress involved and I always hid it. I've never sued anyone in my life and now we have to. As a business, protect our brand and counter sue. It's just nutty." Now, although I do believe this is another probable reason of why he's disappeared for a while, Roman was actually very, very confident about this lawsuit. In fact, he said he was feeling incredibly good about it. He also said that he feels like they were in a good place and he wasn't scared as he was last time. I do, however, think something very interesting to note is how soon this was after his mum's passing. He did say, however, that it has not been that easy mentally to pick up the camera and just have fun. However, he did say back in July that, "Today I'm very proud of the whole family for making a good old-fashioned vlog like before." I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Feels good. Thank you for everything. Again, this was a while ago, but if you think about it, it really wasn't that long ago. Considering Roman basically cut it off at the end of 2019, July wasn't too long ago. So I do definitely think this is another contender for the reason why Roman Atwood has left the internet. However, there was a different reason, and I do believe this this is the reason that Roman Atwood has left the internet. And that reason is actually quite different to all these other ones. In fact, I think you can probably spot the reason by looking at his YouTube channel. Just take a look at how consistently he's been uploading for years and tell me that he didn't need a break. Now sure, he's been taking a lot of breaks and that's understandable, he definitely deserves them. But the constant uploading, even if he's doing it with his family, is really hard. In fact, even I find it hard to publish twice weekly, and my videos aren't even on the same scale as Roman Atwood's. So I do believe it is very understandable why he would be leaving YouTube for a while. I also think it's really silly when people come up with ideas like he died or, you know, something ridiculous like that. It's just jumping to conclusions, and it actually happens really commonly with people on the internet. It's like, just because somebody leaves their YouTube channel for a few months doesn't mean that they're dead. I think you should also consider the fact that his last upload was on New Year's Day. This probably isn't just a coincidence. He probably decided to not upload for a while after that. And I do also understand that people may feel very betrayed by this. They may have been watching him daily and this might seem quite weird to them. You know, if you've been watching him for years and he suddenly disappears, it feels like you've lost some trust. And a lot of you might just be missing his content. You know, if you watched him every day, you know, in the evenings you always watched him, then you might be missing his videos. Now, all of this is totally understandable, but you should realize that it is his content and he can create whatever he wants to. If he wants to take a break or just quit, then that is completely his decision and not yours. It sounds harsh, but if PewDiePie quit the next day, then we would have no say in it. But I do think this is a good sign on what people take for granted nowadays on YouTube. People just expect certain people to upload, and then when they don't, you know, they go spam on their Twitter. I don't think these people who are asking him and his friends on Twitter questions is going to help anything. Now sure, he's not spoken for a while, but I'm sure if he did want to speak, he would do that himself. He wouldn't go replying to people's questions on Twitter. Similarly, if you think the fans are the main attention in all of this, you do need to understand that it is probably him. He literally creates the content. Roman Atwood, his family and friends are probably the people closest to the content that he creates. And I'm sure it's really weird that they're not vlogging like they have been for years now. Now, this next part is a direct message to all of Roman Atwood's fans out there. If you are missing his content, do remember that he is a vlogging channel. He has over 1,500 videos on his channel, and I am positive you have not watched them all. If you are interested on where he came from, then go back and watch some of his older videos. He literally has so many amazing videos on his channel, and you definitely have not watched all of his best videos. I don't even normally really like vlogging channels, but I think Roman Atwood is definitely one that I do appreciate. His entire channel has a positive message, and it is basically a video diary, so that's why I'm urging you to go back and watch some of his older content. And on top of that, if you'd like to go back even further, I'm 100% sure that you know that he used to be a pranking channel, and some of his pranks were genuinely amazing. He was basically a pioneer of this, and I think it would be great for a lot of you to go back and watch some of his much older videos. It's really telling where Roman Atwood came from, and honestly I think it's really inspirational. Now, the final point I want to make is on fake reporting on the situation. There are quite a few videos on Roman Atwood's disappearance which are completely twisting the actual subject. In particular, this video from Jake Kess, which is called Roman Atwood and Brittany Got a Divorce. Now, he even switched off likes and dislikes to this video because the reception was just so bad. The reason people hate it is that the title is completely clickbait. Because you'll probably notice that the title of my video is simply what happened to Roman Atwood. It's not any type of clickbait, people only click on it if they're interested. However, what this guy has done is that he's tried to create fake clickbait, and it's just so silly. Now, I did leave a comment on this, and I'm actually gonna read it out. And it honestly seems to have sparked some weird debate in the comments section. So it starts with this comment saying, "Watch the video before leaving a comment, you will understand way more." Now, this comment actually originally said, "Why are you all leaving dislikes just because I clickbaited?" But he actually edited it to make it seem a little less bad. So I replied to this, and I'm gonna read it out. I said, "It's because of the blatant false clickbait. You'll discover there are ways to clickbait without cheating the audience. A simple 'what happened to Roman Atwood' would have worked fine for the search term. If you get people to click, that's one thing, but expect dislikes, low watch time, and less subscribers. Tricking the audience is not cool, and it's what I see way too commonly on these drama channels." And he actually hit back at another complaint saying, "It's called clickbait, welcome to YouTube." Something else very interesting in this is that the actual thumbnail he used was a Photoshop tweet. So he literally used a fake tweet to get more people to click on it, which is just fake news. And I'm not going to read out all his comments, but he's been furiously typing, so clearly he's very pressed about this. However, I do believe that wraps up the entire video of what happened to Roman Atwood. If you enjoyed, a subscription would be greatly appreciated, and I will see you all in my next video.